Good morning, YouTube and internet land. Country Mara here again. Starting off this morning by feeding these baby parrots. Few of them have gone to their new forever home. I'm now left with 3, so I'm taking care of these 3 until their new owners come for them. So these are tamed conure, guys. Oh, come on. These are unfed, so they are not like your regular parrots that you would go to your pet shop and get. They are the same species, the same breed, however these are just tamed. I'm gonna go get that one and come back. Come, baby. So this one flew away, so so you guys can see. Don't want her to go all the way over the neighbors, so let me just keep her here and feed her. So I'm just gonna finish feeding these parrots and get back to you guys with the meat of the matter. So guys, rabbit update. I still haven't put the rabbits out for breeding as yet. I just put these cages in. These are the breeder cages. I put them in yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. So we assembled them yesterday and got in a few of them. However, we haven't finished sorting out the base of them, where the urine and the poop is supposed to fall, and we can't have urine and feces from one rabbit falling onto the next. So what I'm feeding, I'm just feeding regular Tractor Supply Producer's Pride pellet. It's I think it's 15 or 16% protein. So this is what I'm using, and I only give each rabbit one of these sausage can with feed or with pellet. That's half and half. We'll come up here to this baby. For this young buck that we have up here, we have a young buck. I'm gonna take you guys closer for you guys to see him. However, for the young buck, anything growing, we give them feed so that they can just eat throughout. That's it for her. And these guys, they mostly feed at night. So when you have rabbits, you don't really have to have a morning routine. However, I like to clean up in the mornings, and then throughout the course of the day, maybe by about 3-4, I would feed, because in the night is really when rabbits feed. If they're nursing, as in have young kids on them, you can let them have an endless supply of feed to eat throughout. However, if not, no more than one of these. Everyone have different measurements. However, I use this, just your regular universal sausage tin, and I use that to feed. So a few people have been asking me about my setup. I would call this a very simple setup. The cages are from Bass Equipment. They go for about roughly $60 a cage per cage. And I just use 2x2 on the four corners and hold them up. That's the cheapest way I see. Then I use a piece of PVC pipe, plastic sheeting, and everything falls, come all the way down in the PVC pipe, and down in that bucket on the ground there. However, I've cleaned it this morning, so that is why it's looking like that. But by tomorrow morning, it will all have urine and stuff in it, water that they turn over or something in it. These are the new cages. These are 30 by 36 and 18 inches from base to top high. This is what they look like. Let me dress back a bit, show you guys. And I just screw them onto the boards. Nothing fancy. You just screw them on to hold the weight of your rabbit. And these cages can hold maybe about 30 to 40 pounds because they are well screwed into the board. So that's it. Now some compact cages over here where I just put them together. Have the 2x2 between them, and one 2x2 serve for 2 cages on each side or on either side. Up here, I didn't have a full plan when I received this little man last Sunday. So I went to Home Depot and I bought one of these catch pan, put it underneath him. However, this is not the final setting for this part. So I'll have plastic sheeting underneath it going into the PVC pipe to run everything into one bucket. I'm also going in with the nipple system, a new water feeder system, so I won't have to be changing water on a daily basis. That's another way I'm going. If you can see here in this cage, this boy over here has some pine cones in his cage and also some callaloo or amaranth. I try not to give them, hay or grass. I just give them leafy greens. So whether it be the things that I preach about, what we call rabbit feed, Spanish needle, red top, all those things that you call rabbit feed that you would see rabbit eating in the wild, I go out and get those things and feed them to my rabbits. So less hay or no hay at all, because I've never given these hay. Not saying that they can't eat hay, but I'm in a subtropical climate where I can get rabbit feed that rabbit normally eat in the wild. I can go and get those, so why not since I'm here? So this is just simply just what I have here. And then on this side I have the conure. These, I took the babies from them about 3 weeks ago and they're back laying now. So they have about 2 eggs in this box here, and they laid 7 eggs the last time and hatched 5 of them. So that's a good pair up there. This is a young pair. Haven't gotten anything from them. And down here we have a pair with about 4 in the box, I think. Don't really want to disturb them, but I'm gonna show you guys. One is hiding, so we can't see that one. So for your rabbit cages, whenever you're purchasing or if you're building your rabbit cages, ensure that the flooring is a 14 gauge or lower. It can be 16, however 16 for me is a bit too thin, so ensure you go with a thicker gauge wire for your rabbit flooring, or else you're gonna have a lot of problems with your rabbit. So 14 gauge, 12 gauge, anything like that, but ensure that the gauges is thicker. Some people go for baby saver mesh, however I'm not going for it. I went in with these boxes, which I'm going to do in a video coming up shortly, showing you guys how to make these boxes. So just a tour and showing you guys what I did over the weekend with this setup. So guys, I have 8 breeder rabbit, and if you see, the poop is in this bucket. Not sure how well you guys will be able to see it, but the poop is in this bucket, and every 5 days I get a 5-gallon bucket of poop from 8 breeder rabbits. Okay, a few people had asked who is Country Morrow. I'm retired military. I used to own and operate a food business, a food trailer, which got shut down during COVID. I used to trade stocks, I can say. However, these days I invest more than I trade, but I'm still in the world of stocks. I'm trying to do a little YouTube now, and as I always say, I was brought up on a farm, so hence I love this lifestyle. So what you see I'm doing here is really what I love. This is me. Planting, taking care of animals. This is just me. So that is just Country Morrow in a nutshell, per se. So here are the melons that I planted, when was it, 2 weeks ago. Started running. So I'm just gonna direct them where I want them to go. I also have a few more melons on the other side of the yard, which I won't be putting up on any trellis or cattle panel. I'll be just leaving those on the ground, because somehow I feel that when the melon is on the ground, it is sweeter. I have no proof or any form of evidence that that is correct. However, I feel that when the melon is on the ground, and even the Chinese, when the Chinese are doing melon, they allow them to run on the ground, and when the melons reach like maybe half their maturity size, they would put a small stone on them, a flat stone on top of the melon, and what that does is it drive force to the melon, and just like with anything, it have to work harder, so it create more sugar to ease that force off. Hence you get a sweeter melon. That's what they say. I'm not sure if there's any scientific proof to back it. However, it seems like a cultural act, and I believe in cultures. things that people have been doing for years and it has been working, I believe in those things. So I'm going to try that with those melons over there. I'm going to leave these to run because I always get good melons on this side of the yard, as I always said. So this is my ride or die side for melon, but I'm going to try out over there and show you guys and let you guys know if it works for me. And even if it worked one time, I would want to do it 3 or 4 times just to ensure, because sometimes something can just be one off and you come and you give wrong information on the internet to people about it, and I don't want to be that person. So these are the melons, just updating you guys on them for you guys to see that yes, they came up, and you guys all saw the process when I made the hole and just fill the hole with rabbit manure and drop the melon seed in them. This is what I'm getting now. So, thyme guys, someone had asked me about thyme. I start thyme from just going to the store and just buying the regular thyme, just taking them off the Walmart shelf, taking them home, put them into a potting mix and start them. However, there are a few tricks to starting a lot of things, and thyme I will tell you how I go about doing it. I'm not sure if this is the only way, but this is the way that works for me. Normally I wait till about October when the thyme is cooling down, because even though thyme loves the heat, to start them from the stem, that little piece of stick thing, they can't manage the heat. It is next to impossible for them to come. So you have to start them in the cooler time, whether it is in fall or early spring. For the rooting period, to get them to root, it takes about 18 to 21 days for them to root and you start seeing new leaves come onto the thyme. But you have to keep that soil moist just for the starting phase. Overall, thyme doesn't love a lot of water. It can go dry, hot for an extended period. Yes, I'm not telling you to leave your thyme to go for a week without watering it. You have to watch your plant, because everyone soil these days basically is different, because people are planting in raised bed, in containers. Maybe the way I amend my soil in my backyard is a bit different from my neighbor, the way they amend their soil. So drainage, how long does your soil hold water? That have to do with your planting also. So when you're planting your thyme, ensure to try and water it every day for maybe the first 15 to 16 days or the first 2 weeks. Try and water it every single day. Just keep that soil moist. Don't over water it, but keep the soil moist enough so that it can form those root system. It won't rot. You just need it to form those root system, and after that you can start going with your thyme. And it's just a little piece of stick I just took and stick down in this, and this is what I got. So it's just that. Okay, I have a whole lot of time now, so I can do this and demonstrate to you guys. So that's one. I realize also that I have some ornamental plants lovers on my channel. In my comment section, they are subscribers also, and I wish to go over my ornamental one day or have a series on it, because as I said, I have over 1,500 plants, almost 2,000 plants, which are not edible, just for beauty. And this is one that I realized that a lot of people are crazy about, anthurium. I grow anthurium all around in the subtropic here. I have maybe 30 something anthurium out here, plus what is inside. No, I don't have any inside right now. I took them out. And inside? No, I don't think I have any inside. But I have about 30 or 40 anthurium that I care for, and I don't know what to say. I get maximum result from these things. So this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. So Simone, if you want me to go through and show you how I care for my anthurium, because I know you guys do your plants indoor also. But if you want me to go through and show you guys how I care for my anthurium, I would happily go through and show you guys. I would have to get my wife to label them for me, because I'm not so good at the names. I'm not good with the names of these anthurium because they have some funny names. But as long as the names are on them, I can tell you how I care for them, which all of them is the same soil potting mix and thing that I put them in. But with your anthurium, you must put salt in your potting mix, or else you're going to have a lot of white flies. You must put salt in your potting mix with your anthurium, because it's the root of the anthurium that causes the problem, not the leaf. Everything is coming up from the root system of the anthurium, especially after you water them. So that's just another little one from Country Morrow here. It's a very hot day. I didn't plan on doing a video today. I wanted to do a video tomorrow, which I'm going to do a video tomorrow, which should be a cooler day. We're in the 70s tomorrow. However, today I think we're in the low 90s and it feels like 100 to me. So you all just have a blessed day. Country Morrow. I'll see you in the next one. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on the videos. God bless you all.